Hello everyone, welcome back to Best Car Breaks, and today I have a vintage Lego Star Wars set. This is Final Duel 2. It is one of two sets called Final Duel 1 and Final Duel 2, which replicates the scene of the final scenes of the original trilogy. And this scene replicates where Luke Skywalker is being transported to Darth Vader, only set to do it. And if you do end up enjoying this video, please make sure you leave a like and please end up subscribing, as I have more Lego Star Wars related things to come. And yeah, let's get into the box. I love this box art. I loved that design. That's my favorite box art design. I think it looks nice. I think they put this on a box roll. I just love this kind of box art. Here's some of the back. You can see that is the other set, and that is the combination of the two. You can see they actually put scenes from the movie on here. Lego.com ad, just other stuff. They show the Just Imagine thing, but it is definitely too small for alternate builds. It's a little bit of a shame. Trinity, there's actually a price tag on here. I think it was 3 for $10. I'll get it, make sure you stay tuned for this, especially in the end, because I'm going to point out some things about this set, because normally this is not going to be a very good set. Overall, there are some good things about it, but overall, it might be a little bit lacking, but in the overview, there are some things that will actually be kind of appealing to it. Yeah, you get to see, the minifigs are actually on the side of the box. They don't show them anywhere else. Kind of interesting. Alright, well, that's that. Let's take a look at not only the instruction manual, but a couple of other pieces of advertisement that came in the set. These are always, this might as well be my favorite part of one of them is actually the paper that comes in these sets. Sometimes it comes with these cool bits of advertisement. Always such a treat. Can this open? Or is it? If it's taped up, I'm not gonna open it. Okay, wait. We can see inside. It's just a mail form, it seems like. Alright, I'm not gonna try to open this. I want to kind of preserve it. There's the back, though. You can see I don't recommend calling that number, really, but here's a little bit of another little thing. These are not the most exciting advertisements. They're still cool, you got a little bit of stuff. A little bit of look at that. Yeah, simple. You also have one of those. Yeah, kind of cool. But here's the original vintage, brand new condition instruction. Yeah, so you saw a little bit of a peek at some awesomeness. Let me try to fold this correctly. Here's the front. Yep, they kind of extend the art there a little bit. I'll show you the back in a sec. There's some treats back there, but yep, let's get into this. Alright, so opening this up, very different first page. That's in very different colors. You can kind of see how they did the figures. The proportions are a little bit off. In this artwork. So you start off with this color, which is, this is a little bit more kind of modern. You can see a little bit of industrial work. Very, very short instruction manual. But in the back, we have some very, very awesome treats. Here's advertisement for Jedi Defense. I have one of those. I have the one at the Droidicas. Probably going to review that at some point. Well, I find it interesting how they put the heads up like that. I think they tell you to do that in the actual set. You don't have to double check on that, but yeah, those are two awesome sets. Those are two awesome sets. Yeah, this is awesome. I love this advertisement. You have a little bit more. Or Lego Star Wars. Actually, they have an advertisement for StarWars.com, Ewok Attack, and the Cloud Car. Nope, nothing else. All right, but yep, that's probably the best part about the set. Easily the best part about the set. It folds up nice and easy. Yep, I think that's how it came folded up. But let's get on to the build. Yeah, this is literally it. It uses the old gray. It only has two colors. excuse me, but I must say this is not, even for the time that it came out. Let me just double check that. 2002, right there. Even for 2002, this is pretty bad. Like, come on, look at that dip there too. This isn't very good. It kind of gets across the idea. In terms of pieces, there's only two that I can really think of. Those, and that's just mostly the big one here. I wouldn't use that ever in a mock though, really. Yeah, this isn't very good. It can stand a minifigure it can stand a minifigure there. But yeah, this is, yeah, what? Nothing to say about it. Yeah, this is, I don't really see this as something kids would use either. It's kind of bad. But there are 3 much more interesting minifigures to take a look at though, luckily. Alright, so here's Luke Skywalker now. One of the things in Bricklink reviews on this set that I've seen a lot is that people were really, I've seen a couple of reviews like, oh my gosh, there are 2 exclusive minifigures in this old set. This is one of them, but this is nothing to freak out about. That's why he's exclusive, because he has 1 black hand. So really, it's like a couple of cent exclusivity, because maybe, you know, like it's really nothing. But chrome lightsaber hilt, which I'm more than always very, very, very happy to get one in. All of mine are in brand new condition, no back printing. Respectful torso printing for the day. You know, this was a fine minifigure. Yeah, he's yellow skinned. That blade does have a little bit of bubbles. It's not exactly the most accurate green, but it's still nice. It's vintage, and I love this guy. But yeah, I don't know, there's really too much more to say. We should probably get on to the 2 more, in my opinion, interesting minifigures. Alright, so this is, if you've been watching my channel for a while, you might remember I did a comparison between this guy and another Stormtrooper minifigure. I haven't seen that. I'd recommend going and check it out. And this is the very first tile of Stormtrooper with a bullhorn blaster. Always pleased to get one of those. They're just so cool. This guy has that really cool and funny kind of mustache misprint, and honestly, for the time, this was actually, of course, what I'd say, but this guy, I don't know, something might be a little bit wonky about his, the visor eyes there. I kind of like it though. You know, this is one of my favorite figures, and it's a vintage Stormtrooper. It's a good one. You know, it's good burning all around. Like, Lego used the same mold for a while until I think 2019. Almost, what is that? No, is that 20 years? I think it might actually be. Good torso printing, good back printing. As you might have seen in the instruction manual, just a plain yellow head. Which is, you know, I guess they don't need to put anything underneath, but you're going to put something underneath. That's not just a black head, at least put some printing on it, but yeah. This is a good figure. Let's move on to, in my opinion, the best figure in the set. Alright, but when I mean the best figure in the set, I mean maybe more in terms of collectability or uniqueness. This guy is my favorite in the set. But this guy, this is the very first Imperial officer, just like the very first Imperial Stormtrooper. But this is, I believe, the only Imperial officer in this dark gray. And you might have to double check on this, but I'm about maybe 80% sure, if not 90%, that this is the only officer in yellow skin. So, I think what that might be, what is it, I don't know that exact ranking, but this is an actual character from the movie. There you might be able to see him. So they gave him actually the correct amount of badges. He has yellow skin, of course. Like I just said, he is smiling, which, I don't know. He might be enjoying his task and escorting Luke Skywalker a little bit too much. No back printing. I actually think that the torso printing is actually pretty good. I think they use that printing on other figures, except in the newer gray. That is before they made separate hat molds just for the officers. They used that standard one because these were police officers and other characters in city sets. Overall, this is just a nice little peek back into LEGO history. He's exclusive to the set. First officer, you know, it's kind of weird to think in a time where officers were not in every single battle pack. But yeah, let's get on to the overview, which I do have some stuff to say about this set. Alright, so here's the set as a whole. Base plate not included. With actually, you know one thing I think I like on the corner? You can kind of look at that color difference. That is not yellowing, that is just the difference of the color. You can also see it on him to the floor. Just real quickly, but in terms of now this is all we got in the set. Like I said, plate not included, not base plate. This is definitely more of a minifigure pack, because the build, it's small. It's not even like fun. Like some battle pack builds I can see is actually being proper things for kids. I think that this is just mostly a very small parts pack. How many pieces did this come with? It came with 23 pieces. And that might also include, you know, the weapon builds. Yeah, now, of course, here's the good. Now, there is something good about this set, though. And I don't mean good when it first came out, I mean good now. This, you know, I love, let's get this out of the way. You get 3 awesome vintage minifigures. An original Stormtrooper, the first Stormtrooper, first Imperial officer, and a very early Luke Skywalker, all yellow toned skin minifigures. Great, awesome vintage minifigs. This set, new sealed, I think I got it for like 20 bucks. That's not a crazy good deal either. This set, you can find it for maybe average $30, $25, $20. This is if you are collecting vintage LEGO Star Wars and you want to get into that stuff, keep an eye out on eBay for this set. Of course, on eBay, there are some things you have to look in for, some precautions to take, and, you know, a lot of that just comes in with experience. But if you feel confident in a seller and you find a good listing, this is great. Because while the build is not terrific, it is a good place to put the minifigures on. I used to have them displayed on the build, I don't anymore. Now I display my figures separately from their builds just for space reasons. This, you get, it's just, you know, I think this is also decent for collectors. You do get some. The one thing I forgot to say on the box, I do show you that you can put it under the lightsaber underneath. Speaking of lightsaber, very cheap set to get a chrome lightsaber in. You know, like, this is a small set, but you get a lot in it for a collector. You get to do some great colors, but it is mostly for the figures. 20 bucks for 3 of these guys, plus the packaging, and of course, you know, you also get the original instruction manual in the box and all the other little trinkets and such inside, which is awesome. You know, yeah, there are a lot of collector perks. So if you are getting into collecting LEGO Star Wars and you want vintage sets, I'm personally a lover of all things LEGO Star Wars vintage. So I partially adore this set for being so cheap, so accessible, and just like, it's so cool. Because, like, the best part about vintage LEGO is the minifigures. You may think that I think you could argue that the best part about modern LEGO could be the builds. Personally, I think it's 50-50 in that sense. But the minifigs are mostly the highlight of the old stuff. There are some exceptions. But yeah, you just get a lot out of this for an early collector. And I think that is great. So, make sure you do keep an eye out for this set. Especially since it's even easier to get 2 of them then. Especially I've seen people put these in bulk lots, or you can get other sets too with them. I didn't buy this in a lot. I believe that this was just bought individually. Overall, I am actually happy with my purchase on this. I have what I think 5 vintage Luke Skywalkers with chrome hilts now. I am massing up a small collection of them, kind of accidentally almost, but yeah, that is going to be all for today, and I hope you end up enjoying today's video, and yep, see you in my next video.